encrypted. In your faith, the book's various authors filled the pages with their own guns and virtue. Blah 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 blah.
Just get to the part where it gives us shit.
It gives you shit. It gives you random. I will roll the random properties. It automatically. It will automatically, if anyone could attune to it, increase your wisdom score by 2. Any cleric or paladin spell that is cast is 1 level higher. It gives you a halo that sheds dim light in 10-foot radius.
You can turn it on.
Charisma persuasion check.
Charisma persuasion check.
Roll
advantage.
Yeah.
What?
However, and this is what he did. He retrieved the book from the river Styx.
Snowman already has water walking. So
Short Jesus. Midget.
if I can get a halo,
Dwarf
my
midget
guy,
Jesus.
if I can get a halo, I'm ready.
Is it canon that he's dense because he's a ripped little 1-footer?
Yeah,
or
no,
what?
he's not
Is that
ripped. No,
canon?
he's canon that he's
a blueberry.
Yeah.
Like, what's
He's
the
a little
story?
chunky right now.
Well, how do you make the difference between
What's the
height and
definitive weight on
Yeah.
Nolan?
You gotta know.
As a
Okay.
1'4" creature.
28.
Wow!
So he's a
Still-
blueberry.
I was just weighing my coffee cup here. That's
He's
about
a
a
blueberry.
1'4".
Yeah. He's a blueberry, buddy.
Yeah, he's pretty chunky.
He needs to start his own TikTok channel and give update vids.
He's like a beagle. He's like
Make
beagle
tons of
size
money.
and weight. Maybe I'll like make that an art for him.
Yeah.
He's on his weight.
The
loss
weight
journey.
loss.
Like Bella, my in-laws' dog. She's like,
Musket.
I think she's 7 pounds.
Yeah. Enlarge reduce.
Yeah, he can go from tiny to like
I can
like
go to
a
like
particle.
This, yeah.
But
I
that
can-
doesn't-
But he's a druid. He can also just become.
But he's still in blueberry ratio.
Yes, I
right?
yeah,
he
get
needs
that.
to
Get
shrink
the-
like,
yeah, yeah.
like Bell, he needs to
Yes,
Ozempic himself
Apparently you
somehow.
can't stack
Right?
them out.
Even if he were to become
Oh,
like
really?
a bear, he'd be like a dwarf.
That'd be hilarious. It'd be so much fun.
So gnomes are usually between 3 and 4 feet,
That he's
And
I'm a
an
dwarf.
average-
I'm very small.
and average 40 pounds if they're that size.
Okay.
So
He'd be like 10, 12
Like I
pounds.
said, he's a
Maybe.
blueberry.
I didn't think too much about the ratios on my height and weight.
I love it.
You're
so
about.
we're not saying you can't be. We just want you to picture.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Canon.
You're
but
about
where's-
this high.
Where's my character?
You're
Where's
about
my,
that high.
Is he over there?
On the shelf.
He's 40 pounds.
Because that's actually what he looks like.
He's about this
So,
high.
I don't
Like, with
think-
from the glass to here, he's about that high.
I don't think that he.
And
He's not
my
very portly.
3.5 foot character
Okay,
is
so he's
smaller
probably
than
like
your character.
he's probably like 18 pounds.
Double this size.
Yeah,
No,
but we
I
can't
like
have.
him as
Could
a
you imagine
blueberry.
having it like? That'd be the-
Well, that's
I
what
think
he
it would
looks
be,
like,
you
though.
know, at that ratio.
Yeah.
Not only would he need to be fat, need to be fat and built.
That's what I was saying.
Right? He's got to have a lot of muscle.
You missed though.
Yeah.
I took a
and
minus.
a lot of fat on
I
top
took a
of it.
minus 2 to my strength because I'm so small. You missed that earlier.
It could also be because you're so chunky. Your little
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus
Your
Rex
little
arms
arms.
can't do anything.
No, but that's what I look like. There's an actual model. I just wasn't sure.
You're like a giant in that one.
It's fine.
Well, I
It's
know.
fine.
That's just because I
Leave
can't
your
paint.
brains at the
Make
door.
it 1/8 the
Yeah,
size,
I know.
but looking like
Right.
that
That's
is what you're
because I-
saying.
yeah.
This is very
because
much
I
a
can't
Jabba the
paint.
Hutt
Alright,
situation. You can't even see your legs.
This is the
Yeah.
book of exalted deeds. This is the book that you have in your
But
possession.
we cannot attune to it.
Correct.
What
It
do you
looks like
think
this.
weight-wise?
It is.
I liked your 40 pound. I liked your guy being like a little blueberry and just a happy little.
Again, the book.
it was probably like
if
a
you
2-4
have this
and you'd
book-
still be chunk.
It's 3 feet wide and 4
Twice as
feet
big as you.
and 4 feet long. So once someone opened the book,
Yeah.
you'd be able to read it
Yes,
by
I'm
walking
sure
across
that
the
happens.
pages.
Can Diogenes help me open the book?
if you would.
Absolutely.
However, attuning to it requires reading it, and reading it.
So can I do an Arcana
80
check
hours.
to see how we attune?
80 hours. You have it on your sheet.
It
now?
says right there.
80 hours. Creature that is evil, transferred from the book, takes 24 d6 radiant damage. Ignores resistance and immunity and can't be reduced or avoided by any means. Period. Yeah.
Dude, you want to go and look at it and see how it looks? Do a quick sound check.
I did already.
No, I mean I just changed its angle. You'll like it.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I like that angle. I do like that angle.
I like this one too.
That should be the angle that we use when
The
we're
default.
not
You
when we're
got it.
not in combat or
They
something.
should have been what we've been using the whole time, but hey,
Yeah, and we say that every
better
time we
later
do it.
than never.
Can I do an Arcana check to see how we can unattune the other guy from it? Or did-
Ooh.
Sorry, I misspoke. So yes, you can. Yes, he did try. He was
Do you
attuned to
have
it.
Arcana?
Here's what happened.
Yes.
I'll give you the history because in the history that I wrote for this, you read the
Yep,
you
I
read the tome,
definitely do.
right?
I'm gonna
20 well,
my
so
my
Arcana-
Arcana is gonna be mad actually.
it's 29, 20,
I'm
31.
plus 9.
Okay.
My Arcana.
So I will give you the history the history that I have of this guy that is at the base. That first statue where you made your offering. On the pillar is his tale. It's his epic, right? It talks about Zol Kafi, who was once one of the few priests of that goddess downstairs. I can't remember the name I gave her now. Good, but it's on the video. Tune into the last episode to find remember the name. Orith, there it is. And then so he was like the only cleric of this deity. He kind of like discovered her, claimed to have discovered her, whatever. And how he found the Book of Exalted Deeds, how the Book of Exalted Deeds, all he did to find it some heroic deed, obviously. And then it was stolen from him by Nelash, who took it to the River Styx and threw it in. And he went to the River Styx and retrieved it, hoping to, because he lost all the benefits from being attuned to it. And so he went and retrieved it, and that's why he is enshrined. His remains are enshrined, and his two companions are also enshrined in those sarcophagi on the second floor where you made your offering, which lit all the braziers.
Oh,
How do we unattune?
Okay. So I just wanted to spear that. So 34 in order to you would probably
Smash the bodies.
if his body no longer existed on the same plane of existence as the Book of Exalted Deeds, he would no longer be.
I want to.
So
attune
what
to
if we
this.
threw their bodies into the bag of holding?
Another plane of existence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So
Oh.
we.
that's a great idea.
That's clever.
However, I will caution you because your check was so high. Should those bodies, for any reason ever, be brought out of the plane of existence, out of the bag of holding, onto the plane of existence when someone is attuned to it, the most recent attunement will be void
I'll go back to being attuned to
to the other person.
Okay, cool.
That's fine.
All right.
I
Bag
would
of
like
holdings
to
can
attune.
be destroyed,
And everything pops out of it.
and everything pops out of them. It can happen at an unopportune moment.
It
Just
could-
saying. No, there's no foreshadowing going on here, but if I
It's still a pretty good
Just
deal,
saying.
though. You
Still
just
worth
pop
it.
a bod into
And that's-
the
it still
bag of
can't be
holding
attuned.
and you can attune.
for 4 years until
Oh.
until it expires.
No,
I thought
unless
we were
the guy's
saying-
Unless the
no,
guy's- yeah,
unless
that's
the
right.
guy's in the bag of holding.
Unless the guy's done.
Yes. Okay, and that's fine.
That's
So-
80 hours to attune.
But I'll do it. I can't
I'm
do
not-
it now, but
I'm not a cleric, so I have no need.
Are you-
I'm a
Rest
lawful good cleric. I'm like the.
We will be resting shortly.
Not
You're
for
going to start
80
when we
hours.
start anything. You'll consider yourself at max. Okay. So, sorry, what were you saying?
I'm like perfectly built for this. I'm a lawful good.
Cool. Takes 80 hours to attune to it.
Just putting corpses in bags of
You're doing
Sacrifice-
that, though. I can't pick them up.
Sacrificing pixies.
Before we
It's
get
for a
to-
good reason.
That's my
though.
whole
It's
thing.
for a
I don't
good
do
reason.
any of the hurting or the killing. I just
So-
help people do it.
Before we get to
Lawful good.
Lawful
The-
good, yeah.
Indirect.
before we get to the smashing of their sarcophagus and and destroying of their remains or moving their remains at all, your long rest has ended. It is night. At first, as the sun sets, long before, like while you can still see the sun is still setting because when you look out toward the west, you can see the sun setting in the orange in the sky. However, you can already, because you're inside a dark pyramid. Has anyone been in like at the bottom of a well during the day? You can still see if you're looking like a lot of
You
cool
get
shit.
that interest
Right?
a little.
So it you can actually see the stars way earlier, very clearly because you're in a desert and there's nothing around. There's no campfires burning, no food fires burning, or has been burning for for like 2 years. Sorry. So, the sky is glorious, but as soon as the last ray of light hits, there's a dull blue light that starts off toward the east. That is on when we're looking at figure out here this wall, right? If you're up on here, you would be able. If you go up there and look out, you'd be able to see that it's emanating from the mountains and kind of begins pouring off the mountain, almost like it's water. But this blue fire starts moving across the sand, and it's moving out from that mountain around following veins and stuff like that that you can't see or tell.
And it looks like it's coming from the top of the mountain.
Yeah, it's going from the top of the mountain.
It's like a volcano.
Yeah, it's not a volcano. It's actually a flat top mountain, and because you spent so much time in this on that mountaintop and the plains that lead out towards it into the bring up what's the map I always use? The Scorching Mountains here. This river, the water only comes in so far and then stops. Same thing with your river. You know that because of the height of the water is not going to travel very far inland. Like not all the way back like it is here. But for some reason it stopped on this river. Like it hasn't made its way up. Castle Tether is also I hate that how Castle Tether is given up as well. But Zasper is where you guys came in originally. That's where you traveled from down to Memnon. So you know, up at Zasper is where you encountered there were still life and people stragglers were trying to find a way out, but people can't afford teleport. I can't teleport everybody. So the elderly and a lot of orphans are so when you travel to Memnon and over here is where the light like at the western edge of the mountain, but it pours off of it in all kind of directions. It glows heavily along the north side of it, but its source is certainly the top of the mountain at the eastern ridge. Because you're high up, you can does anyone look down towards the surrounding area around the ziggurat that you're in?
I look only upwards, definitely not down.
Okay, only upwards. Glorious stars.
It's just so
And the
pretty.
spirit of
Why would you
blue
look
light.
anywhere
I'll use
else?
a charge of my druid shape for wild shape and go up and like
It's-
scan the area.
So you can't leave without going out a window that has to be
Oh.
opened, or
So I thought we did go outside.
no, it's a glass roof.
Yes, that's right.
Glass roof.
Never mind. I'm not.
Yeah, we'll look at the city.
Okay. So there is a horde of zombies that are surrounding the ziggurat, and 3 earth elementals. The area where you came in and triggered the last Al-Dazim's horde wilting effect. There is no white sand to be found anywhere on that side of the building. That district has been swept clear of this white powder, and you see swirling tornadoes or hurricanes moving around the area from the side of the ziggurat where you had come in, because that's where it was triggered. So that district is where they have been gathering up all this dust, creating one of these pearls. But they've had the time now to actually gather it up and cast it, and so there is a condensed pearl somewhere in the city.
So how long have
You had you've been
You
in
just
here.
finished the long rest.
Yeah,
right?
you came in.
Which is 12
You
hours?
came in around 10 a.m.
No,
say
8 hours.
noon. It was
8
noon, I
hours.
think.
What
It was
is
high noon
for-
because you got
for
sweaty
health, though?
and you wiped your brow, and you threw, and that's what triggered it, right?
Mhm.
And then, so this area here is swept clean of this white dust, and you can see that amongst the zombies, you see a couple more of these not many, but curious. These creatures here, kind of swirling inquisitively amongst the undead with impunity. The undead pay no attention, make room for these things as they're moving around. You see 3 of them, kind of circling the ziggurat, kind of seeing what's going on, what triggered, whatever. Right? They've taken an interest. You guys moved in, triggered, fought, went to the ziggurat, triggered, and then have spent a lot of time here.
And those were the things that were attacking the walls of Zaz.
That were summoning, that were animating the dead large insect exoskeletons in the desert of dead things that had died, and just wherever they were, raise them up.
I'm
And when
liking this Tigris Euphrates.
and when they were destroyed, there's a burst of water, and then they left, which evaporated quickly, and left a piece of like black glass, like volcanic glass, in its wake. So that's what you see.
Picked up that glass, didn't you?
No, someone else picked up the glass and brought it to the tavern and sold it, and Nate watched that happen.
Right. Okay.
During the rest, I've got around to
Every window, because windows are exits for you.
Window, and
Done.
Gnomes poop.
they're real
Rabbits?
pebbles.
Okay.
They're alarms. It's magic note.
All right, we could go downstairs, put the staff in the
Yeah, let's do
statue.
it.
Okay.
Open it up.
So again,
Keep that
same
always
map.
spell
Check the
slots.
chat or watch the last episode to see the map that we had out there. The statue in the middle. The hexagonal staff fits in. Someone twisting it. Right? As you twist it, it's difficult to twist at first, but then starts getting easier, and the statue rotates 90 degrees and then 180 degrees, where it was facing out towards the statue with the scales in her hands, was facing out towards the entrance that she came in originally, now rotated 180 degrees, and is looking toward the door that was locked. And as she lines up, the movement stops, and the thing slowly lowers. And you see a long, dark staircase, and you can hear the sound of another door also opening, same kind of mechanism opening below. If you go down the staircase, I don't want to say what anyone is doing, I don't want to assume, but
I'll hang with you.
Oh, I'd be wanting to go down.
so you're like hanging on
I've
to
never
his
remembered
ear.
to go first.
You're standing on
I'll
your
go
shoulder,
first.
hanging
I'm
onto
on
his ear.
here. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
stand on
I'm
your
tough.
shoulder.
I'm going down. If he's going down, I'm going with him, and I'll go first. He's on my shoulder.
So if you're going down, he's going down.
Yes.
Not if he's going down, then you'll go.
I'm going down.
It's just okay.
I'm going down, and he's riding my shoulder.
I assume we're all going down.
I'm going down.
Who's yelling?
We're entering in here.
I'm going first, holding my
Nobody?
sword aloft.
Is that your sword's name, or are you holding it
Aloft?
Holding it up.
That'd be a good name for a
Was that
sword,
Pitbull?
up?
Is that what you're saying? He's
That
going
would be
down.
good.
I'm going timber.
Hold aloft.
Was that Pitbull?
What?
Is that you like?
No.
Who's yelling
It's
timber?
going
No?
down.
That is
Yeah,
what-
Pitbull's in that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Pointy
That's
end.
right.
That's a good name for a sword.
I knew.
I can't even remember who.
See, I'm hip enough to know.
Steve is a good name.
I'm gonna
for
get
a
us
sword.
demonetized singing that.
I think pointy end.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah.
for pointy end.
Pointy end? Oh, I
What
didn't
have
hear
we
what you
got?
actually said.
Pointy end.
That's cool.
Maybe Pitbull likes D&D.
If he does,
Come on, Pitbull, don't
shoot a message to the Redtail Rogues.
Or who is that other guy that we had the one
Okay.
time with the funny name?
Is the kid
Oh,
coming
Pooh
with us? Or
Master.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming
Yeah.
with you. He's not. He does not like this
Wet
place
diarrhea
at all.
farts.
The one guy. Now,
The one guy who joined us.
during the long rest, if anyone requests him, he could at any point take a 10-minute ritual and connect with the elder who you could speak to. If anyone has any questions about anything, The elder would know more.
I don't think we should be telling them that.
And be
taken
more
the book.
helpful. Yeah,
I think we
probably
leave that
not.
part
Now
out of
that
it.
you've stolen it, probably not.
Probably leave that out of it. It looks
do
like
know
there's a
that-
spot where there could have
You
been
do
a
know
book,
that he
but-
does get contacted, and they
Well, technically, it's not really stealing it. It's not owned by anyone. Its owner is a dead body.
So
and
he knows
So,
everything
do
else
you-
is
so-
gone.
after
The
you guys
city
see the
was
stars
gone.
and see the fire and it's nighttime, you desecrate the corpses and throw the corpses into the bag of holding. Yep,
Yeah, we
Yes.
got no choice but to do
Yes,
that.
yeah.
that's what you're
I
doing.
wouldn't say it's desecrate. I'd say we do it in the most respectful way possible. We say, hey,
Are you removing a corpse from his resting place?
but here's how we're seeing No, but see, you got to.
No, I know,
You gotta
no.
rationalize. We're removing the corpse from rest place, but we're
Pretty
saying to
straightforward.
the corpse as we remove it, we hope that you understand we're doing this for the betterment of
He's doing
like,
this, I'm just holding
the
the book.
city and
There are
and the
better ways
people.
and worse ways to do it.
you know. So we
I
don't
think
want to
that's true.
desecrate
You could
you.
do it in a
We're
completely
not trying to do
disrespectful
it
way.
It's not
to
desecration, no matter
disrespect
how
you,
nice
but-
it is.
There are better and worse ways. You
But
just gotta
There's a
place-
right way.
We know
Yeah.
that
There's a
you,
right way.
we know that you would understand the reason why
we have
we're
a
throwing
cleric?
you into this bag of holding.
So the cleric could bless.
I'm not
like,
pissing on them. You're
Yeah,
not.
yeah. We're not doing it to just
Can
be
the
a dick.
cleric
We're
cast speak with the dead?
telling you why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes, I can.
there you go.
Okay.
This is
Little-
good.
a
Well,
little-
we can ask his permission.
You could ask his permission, and then he could just leave it because he's dead, right? But or
That's
you can desecrate his corpse.
Please allow us to
Feel
throw
free
your
to
body
desecrate
into
the
this
corpse.
bag of holding.
No, say please don't attune to this anymore.
Oh, yeah, that would work real good. Yeah. Please don't attune to us anymore.
You speak with the
That's
dead.
the
gives
easy
you-
way.
Let us use it to save.
Speak
Tell
with
him
the
she
dead
tells
doesn't
you.
that
So we
doesn't
use the speech
dishonor or
the other way.
desecrate the corpse, right?
So let's do that first.
okay. I'm down. Yeah, I'll cast speak with that.
Can't speak with the dead. He, just like in the glorious Honor Amongst Thieves movie, which is fantastic.
Good movie.
Cops
It's a
up. It's the
fantastic
best D&D movie. that
Not
was
as good
ever
as the
made.
Wayans brother movie. Though.
Oh, bullshit. That's a
It's a
mockery.
great movie.
So
The Wayans brother movie. Agreed.
Honor Among Thieves is like
The-
a Marvel.
the
quality
second
movie,
part
and
of
it's
that
great.
that's got even worse graphics
Have you seen
is
the
good.
Third part
No,
of
I
that.
haven't, obviously. No.
I was just kidding, by the way. Honor Amongst Thieves is a good one.
It's the best, of course.
You know, I'm the contrarian of the, of the
course.
crew.
No, so coughs out, dust. 5 questions you can ask. I believe that's how Speak with the Dead works. Is that not the official way of speaking?
Might only be 3.
3? I wouldn't say 3, but we'll take 5.
It's 5 questions.
5
I know.
questions. Yeah,
I
I
just
have it
looked
right
it up.
here.
It's definitely
5
5.
questions.
I just looked it up. Jay says with his hands. It gave me more
He's
options.
giving you counseling advice.
Yeah, I'm not that bad of a person.
Up to 5 questions.
It does still have a mouth. It was very eloquently preserved. It is a mummy. And as you, using all your clerical ability, do your very best to open up the sarcophagus
this
that
one.
holds this.
Would he be aware that I had made an offering to? Because it was him with that statue, right?
Yeah.
So he'd have been aware of the offerings.
His spirit would have been aware.
Yeah,
No one
why?
can see the invisible, so no one sees the spirits that could be in this place
Ooh.
potentially, because no one specifically cast see the invisible.
So I
or-
did make an offering to this guy when we first came in of the oil. So we do have that going for us.
Okay. I also made some of the plants look nice.
We're talking to who?
Did you or did you not? You said
Yeah,
you
no,
weren't
I-
doing that.
I think I
The
still
guy.
did it.
So there
It just didn't
there
do
was a
anything.
statue.
Oh,
I didn't do the
So I put
8-hour
oil in
version
it,
of
and
it,
that's
but I
what
still
lit
did
it
like
up.
the basic
Oh,
one to see
okay.
what would happen and nothing happened.
Also,
It-
I didn't loot everything I could
they
have.
grew.
They flowered.
Yeah.
But not like nothing substantial.
Maybe
Not the
so
effect
we
you
don't get a
expect.
Yeah.
quest trick.
I showed restraint.
I didn't do the like 8-hour one that like blesses the land or anything like that. I did the,
Yeah.
I did the,
You did, so it restores immediate
yeah,
immediate
it's a one
surrounding.
action
Yep.
thing. Yeah.
And they started to bud, but
I cast
you would
plant
expect you would have expected much larger effect than
But either way, just more so that we've like honored this land.
you're honoring this
Um,
place to your best ability
to
as
the best, yes.
outsiders, right?
So
Okay, and made an offering, which is important.
Very briefly, give me some background on this guy.
So this is the guy who is attuned to the Book of Exalted Deeds.
Okay.
In order to have him not attuned to the Book of Exalted Deeds, things have to happen. His epic is that he was a cleric of Orith, the deity of balance between nature that you found in the last game. The only cleric that she's ever had. He kind of like dedicated himself to just preserving neutrality and stuff like that. He
So we can get some information.
was able to attune to the Book of Exalted Deed, and he was able to he was its bearer, and then it was stolen from him and thrown in the river Styx in an attempt to destroy it. Right? His epic that why they entrenched him in here and honored him in the Temple of All Faiths is without the power granted to him from this book, went to the river Styx. His long journey, like an Odysseus style,
Right.
like an Odyssey, where he goes to the river Styx and retrieves it
We
from
should
the
go
river
see
Styx,
the Odyssey.
and he is still attuned to it. Right?
So, with this spell, we get 5 questions, but
No. We grant the sense of allowed to answer questions you pose.
we could
We
ask
can
you
talk together though and deliberate.
Sure.
We could be like, hey,
sure.
ask this, and you can
Yeah,
choose
so
to
let's
decide if you can
deliberate.
ask it. So, here's my follow-up question, Adam.
It is mummified, just to be clear. It's totally mummified.
So,
And
so we
buried
can
with
give background to the corpse,
okay.
right? We can not talk it to death, but we can be like this question.
Let me describe the corpse that you see. You open the sarcophagi, the thing holding him. He's bound, like fully mummified, right, and bound, and you can tell that beneath the wrappings, he would still have his armor on. But it's beneath the wrappings. You would have to desecrate the corpse in order to get these things.
So he's got good stuff.
I
We
mean,
have to desecrate the corpse or get his permission.
No, I don't
gonna
want to
get you-
desecrate it because
Why wouldn't
we
he?
have him in a
Because
position
you have
we
to
can talk
remove the
him.
bindings
He doesn't need it
to give it
anymore.
to him. No, you would have to cut the bindings on a mummy, which is a ritual in itself.
Has he got a bow or what?
He's got the best stuff.
He
He's
has
got
a short
everything
bow.
we need.
He's got the best bow of them all.
There's a short bow.
He's got everything we need.
Sure, Carl, I'll tempt you. There's a short bow.
Okay, so
This is another one of those
Does it-
scenarios.
does it
It's
look
like
Any
the
ideas?
Silver
Like
Dragon
fine?
all over.
It's beneath the wrappings in the
Well,
mummy.
you would greet him
yes, I would greet him very warmly.
and say that come with our supplication. We are offering to you. The world
Yes.
is unbalanced, and we need to put it back in balance. As or desires. To,
Our people suffer.
yeah, like
Our people suffer under the
all of our people suffer. The people of Kalasham, the people of the north, want to rectify this. In order to do that, we need the power of the Book of Exalted Deeds. Would you give us the honor of releasing it to our care? And then also we would be asking some questions around.
I think that's a good question
I
to
think
start
that's
with.
an excellent
So that's a
question.
great
Start with
lead
that.
in.
Yes, that's the lead in.
I
And
think the
and
only
question.
contribution I have would be very simple. If you were us and you wanted
That's
to,
that's not the first question.
Another
no,
question.
no, no,
That's
that's
the
not
second
the
question.
first. Not
No,
the,
no, no.
that's why I said second.
So let's
question.
deal with it.
Well,
Let's
we
just
haven't
deal with it
gotten
in
an answer
order.
for the first one.
Let's just
So
deal with it
let
in order.
But yes, the next part is how
What
to,
would you do
as
if you were
someone
us?
who is
Yes.
honored, or if how can we
Not the first question.
The first answer to his question is
Yes.
I appreciate your offerings and the honor you bestow on this place as outsiders, not knowing our ways. I recognize the attempt to curry favor here. How do I know that you will use the book for its intended purpose? How do I know you?
Faith.
How do I know you don't just seek its power for yourself instead of
Because
for others?
Here's the. Because you have to tell me what the intent is.
The second question.
I want
That
him to
wasn't
know.
framed as a question.
It wasn't framed as a question. That was a response to your question.
That was a
to
statement.
me.
That was
You answered our question with a question, so I'm answering your question
Well,
prior to asking another.
No, I
that was
will not.
clearly a
I will
statement.
not. I will not grant you permission to my book until I know you will use it for its intended purpose. That's his response.
Well, I mean, we've traveled.
I appreciate your again. I appreciate the.
We've traveled from Baldur's Gate, sent here on behalf of your people to attempt to.
No. We weren't sent here. We've done this of our own fruition. We are here to save your people who have suffered the most and who are being pushed away from their homelands.
As a result of this imbalance caused between Oreth and.
We could have stayed in the north and not been impacted by this and pushed your people out of our.
We've decided to take
But we've
you
taken
in,
your people in,
and we have come
and
here
we've
to
come
attempt to solve the problem.
Is what Adam said. The question that you asked. You
I don't
mentioned the
think so.
word. You mentioned the name Zathrix.
Yes,
Okay.
I did mention that.
Okay.
We're
Just
here
so I know what I'm
because
working
now
with.
we
Because I don't want to be
are
influenced
here
by
because
this
we've caused this problem, not to help.
Right.
Yes.
You know
So
what I mean?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does make sense. Yeah.
We don't need him to know that it's because of us that what's his name
Right. It's
released the
not
water
going to
and
help
created
our
the rebalance.
Right, okay, not going to help.
We're
our
here
cause.
out of our own goodwill
It's
to help his
overcomplicating
people who have come.
so
That's
his response to your statement is, if Orith allowed Zathrix onto this plane, that would mean that Slarash would be on this plane. And it's only a matter of time before those two cause their own imbalances in other realms, on other planes.
That's why we're here.
And that's why you're seeing. So Zathrix is the opposite of Slarash, and then you see a lot of air elementals that, of course, the air fuel stars there might be, but so yeah. So that's what he says. He says,
And that's what we're
Yeah.
here to do, and that's why we need the power of the book
So
to help us in the aid of bringing back balance.
My next question would be, knowing now that Zathrix and Slarash are on this plane, how would you stop them? How would you stop? Let me rephrase that. How would you go about bringing back balance to this? That's a question. That's a third.
there are two places
You got a lot
that
of
I.
statements.
Very specific rules.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a
two.
generous DM.
Two.
I'm a
Okay.
just like Xerxes.
That's a
I am
real
generous.
question. That's two.
There are two places on this plane, on this realm that allow balance to be restored. One is in this temple by a ritual that is performed when such imbalances become apparent. The other is to remove either of the offending people. Zathrix was brought in because another was brought in. If you remove one, the other is removed. But one has to be dealt with in some way, or the ritual performed. There's other place. One place is this temple. Other place is a place called the Temple of Elemental Evil, which opening difficult to find.
I don't even know if we're going to be capable.
No, but
I'm sure you would
We're
be.
pretty high level. We're very high level, in fact.
and you've got 3 spellcasters, so we can cover them up.
You'd have to have something that would allow you to coven up, which would be really cool if there was like a charisma caster amongst you.
We do not have a charisma.
That was like perhaps, or a cauldron that allowed you to do such a thing. I know it's a really cool mechanic. I like it, but I might bring it back in. More endgame stuff.
We'll cut our pawns. And...
Yeah.
Blood brothers.
Yes.
You all take a puff off the inhaler.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 questions.
But that's where I
You're saying
went.
there's a ritual that can get rid of them.
Yeah. So
Carl?
how do we?
Pierre cannot take his eyes off the fact that this guy is buried and mummified in his full regalia. Knowing that you've upstairs, I'm sure no one read it out loud, the epic odyssey of this
Oh yeah, I read it all out loud.
Zol Cafe, who clearly this guy's a decorated hero, probably had some really cool fucking shit. Probably, and he's got
Probably
inside the
next level
sarcophagus
shit.
there is also urns containing you don't know what, and some loose coinage and jewelry and etc. Do you take any of that?
I'll slip the short bow
So
off.
no,
the
stop.
blade.
Stop. I made a perception check.
Yep.
To see if I notice Carl.
I'm not
17.
hiding.
hiding. I'm
Yeah.
not hiding right now.
No, he's just
So
seeing
you
your
can see
reaction,
this.
seeing if you're like see you salivating over this wicked shit.
So he's not hiding it. So I had a 17.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mordenkainen's Hound.
Okay.
On the right on the sarcophagus.
Okay.
So this invisible hound there is now guarding.
The ghostly kind of mummified visage
Not on it, but like
of this body kind of ghostly kind of looks in the direction where you put the hound approvingly, and then like it just kind of fades back into where the mummy's laying. But yes, you said there's epic shit all over this guy's fucking like it's mummified under his wrappings, so he's wrapped in his armor. He's like not armor on top of the wrappings. The sword is laying. His sword is laying straight across him under the wrappings. His hands are bound by the wrappings, and everything like his shield is on his back, bound by the wrappings, and his quiver of arrows is bound by the wrappings. You could
we
just
can't, he's already
desecrate
dead.
the corpse if you like.
I don't.
But I don't
We
want
want-
that.
we
I'm,
want
going
some-
to, I'm gonna talk nice to the corpse, like I
That's
said,
the last-
and then
No,
relieve it.
nobody
It's the
else.
last result.
Relieve
I don't
it.
think
Two
anything
questions.
else
Two
is
questions
done.
have been asked. It's when Matt tells me that something's been said.
We need to ask how to perform.
The only response to
We'll
that.
wait till Max- we'll wait till
How
Max-
how do we perform this ritual in this? Okay, how do we perform the ritual both here or at the Temple of Evil?
Is that what it's actually called?
Temple of Elemental Evil. It's a whole like pre-planned adventure that I would use some of, but not all, because
Because I want to know. I'm
I'm not
asking
gonna-
one
we're not
question,
gonna do
but
that
I want to
whole
know
epic
both.
thing.
Isn't it box?
yeah,
Right,
but
I
you would
know.
just go into it
I'm
knowing the
asking the question,
location
but I
of
wanna
it, and
know
we run
how to do it at
Yeah,
both
yeah.
locations in case we can't do it here. There.
Yeah, the ritual would be the same either place.
No,
Yeah.
No.
That's why. Okay, well, I'm glad I
Okay.
specifically asked it that way.
At the Temple of Elemental Evil, whenever one of these presences are on the plane, a shard of that presence appears in the temple. You can restore the balance within the temple itself. But that gives all 4 of their elemental masters a place on this plane. That will restore the balance. Or
4 elemental masters. We know about these.
Well,
Or
we've got water.
you don't know the names of the
There'd be
others.
fire.
I have the names of the others. There's
But they're not issues right now.
you guys do know them because on the bottom of those statues was their
yeah.
names, and their name. One of
We
them
need to
was
get information about the ones we
Horosh,
don't
was
know.
the elemental.
If we can just get
Let me get into the.
So
One
you
at a
didn't
time
answer
is
the
what you're
question
saying?
directly, though, which was how do we perform a ritual?
Ritual there is you rebalance them all there in the Temple of Elemental Evil, and then I would recommend destroying them all there, and
all 4 show up and then we destroy.
or banishing their essence from that place. If you can banish them in person, you would be able to banish them at this place. But it takes a lot of skill.
Okay, but again, continuation of that same question because I did ask it. This
In
way,
order
it's
to
clear.
restore the balance here is to offer equal sacrifice to each of the elements by gathering up Genasi. If you go into the basement, you will see some of the horrors that I have done in the name of goodness.
Okay. If I were to tell you that we will use the power of the book to go to the temple of
That's 3 questions we've done.
temple of evil, what is it?
Elemental
Evil.
Elemental evil. Summon these 4 elementals and banish them from this plane of existence, using the power of the book to do so. Given the world or the situation right now, would you give us use of this?
Because
That's
we
what I
don't
was gonna
want to
say.
contribute to the horror.
We don't want to contribute. We're not going to take the easy way here. We want to go to the Temple of Elemental Evil and
The
banish
task you are
them forever.
undertaking may very well cost more lives than you realize and hurt you in ways you do not. Do you understand what you are about to lose?
Apparently not.
Could be
I
like
didn't this morning, but maybe now I do.
maybe something along the lines of tell us in as much detail as
That's the 4th question. you
Yeah,
just
we got to
asked.
be really careful. with this last
True.
one.
I think
Well,
we've
he's
gotten into a
kinda
good
opened
spot,
us up,
though.
though. He's been
He
like,
has.
you're going to lose stuff.
I've been
Might be
responding
worth
to
finding out in
not
detail.
questions
No.
but discourse. One question.
I don't have
If you
access-
answer this question, I mean, he's asking you like if you understand it. So he's willing, but you have it's like a covenant that you're taking with him. If he's going to release it, you have to accept that you are going to lose far more than you think you can bear.
So maybe something along the lines of
The
he's
answer just
opened
has
it up
to be
to
yes.
He's saying
we're
you're
gonna
lose
be
your,
danger, so we can get
It's
details
not so
about
easy.
the dangers we are going to face.
or he's
in terms
saying
of
that
what
if
we are gonna
you
lose.
do it, you're gonna lose.
He's
your
already told you that.
innocence.
He's already told you that
Yeah.
either ritual will take its toll on you. Bringing in, the number, 120 people, 30 of each type of genasi, and taking them to the basement and seeing the horrors that have been done down there.
Yeah,
Or-
basically sacrificing 120 people you have to collect.
Co-
You will no longer
correctly.
You will
Whether-
no longer be a good
Oh, no.
character, and you will no longer be
Whether
attuned to this
we-
book.
Correct. And you
Just-
will
just-
no.
Well, I'll
You
take
will
a
be
lot
attuned to
of
this book and no longer be a good character.
And
which
you
is
will
even
now
worse.
take
Which
a
now,
lot of damage.
boom.
So get one of the
if
rest of us to take the hit. I'll do it for him.
Or we could just throw the bodies
then he
into the
can
bag
attune.
of holding, like we talked about.
I'll be the bad guy.
I'm the one talking to the guy.
Just saying.
My reply would be
And then you can loot them, girl. That's what you want. You just want I just want to cut them up in the back and take all their shit.
whether
It's
I
making it
bear
fair. I'm
the
not gonna
weight
do
or
that
not,
anyway.
the cost will be great. But by bearing the weight, hopefully, we can lessen the cost of it.
You are a small person to have such a large heart.
Wasn't a question.
No,
So I
he's
still-
responding to the discourse.
Yes.
Because you're very tiny, and the book's 3 times bigger than you.
The last question.
Okay.
Upon bestowing upon me this book,
workshopping these questions.
Hold on.
I did the thing. Upon bestowing upon me the power to attune to the Book of Exalted Deeds, would you please, in as great a detail as you can, explain to me the dangers of the path in front of us as we attempt to restore balance by going to the Temple of Elemental evil and banishing for these. I included in there that it would include
You would
me
include
being
you being attuned to it.
attuned to it.
Once you are attuned to it, you will not be able to converse with me for a year. And he falls. He just
Well,
drops back. He just
What are
drops
you guys
back
doing
into
for the
bed.
next 80 hours? I got a book to read.
I loot the body.
Making a simulacrum.
Okay.
Doug,
He's been waiting this whole game to say I
Yeah,
live
buddy.
the body.
I say, but as I'm doing so,
So
I
the
do
dog
so
bites.
violently. I say,
Hold on.
but don't worry. Like, you have to understand that we're taking these items so we can continue to do the good work that you want
He
us to do.
didn't answer
with
my
the book.
question at all, but I do think that he's letting me.
So
attune to his
before-
book.
The answer is that he did answer your question. He can't, once he, like, you will not be able to, he can't fulfill it, is the answer.
He can't answer my question, but
No.
he'll allow me to.
He allows you to attune, which is implied
Yes,
in your
yes.
question. But once he answers it, he can't speak to you for a year. Period.
Okay. Well, and that's part of Speak with the Dead anyway.
Right. That's
But
what.
that,
That's
that
why.
speak with anyone or just him?
Dead.
Not
Speak with dead. That's what it
He
is.
can't be
Or-
resurrected to speak with anybody.
by
I think.
anybody. Yeah.
He could
That,
be
that
true
corpse has a
resurrected.
cooldown of a year.
So it has to be well-crafted questions. You can't just.
So I will
recast it.
tell him no.
I think we did a pretty good.
I'm going
you
to say
did
to
mostly.
Carl,
Yeah,
no,
Right,
don't.
mostly.
We need his goodwill.
Yeah, but I mean, he's obviously willing to let us have the book. What would he care about? Like, say, this short bow of all
On
things.
the wrappings of
His
the,
most
of the mummy,
valuable item.
can
He's willing to
faintly
part
see
with.
writing all over it. All
Yeah,
like in Conan,
that's-
all runes written, but they're old, faded, but still present, all over the wrappings.
I wouldn't recommend you touch this. You already have
So,
nice things.
And the
He
writing
says
says,
no.
"Please don't touch my stuff. Please
He's
don't
been
touch
at,
my
he's,
stuff."
he's asked you not to.
Yeah, no, I
But
would
do
not
what you
want
like, Carl. I don't control your character. I don't know what Nate would say, so I will. And Nate might
I-
also want that short bow.
Immediately begin
Nate's
reading the
pretty
book.
cautious with this.
Without hesitation, I have started
You
on
can't
page
open
1.
it.
Well, no, he'd already opened it before.
Okay. Well, okay, but you're not walking around with it open.
No, okay, well, I will.
It's 6 feet wide.
I retreat to wherever it is within this ziggurat
Okay.
that has a table with which I can begin reading.
Is
this.
everyone going to wait for 80 hours? When he
I
gets
say, don't worry. I will treat it well as someone who is also lawful in his ways, and I will.
You're so not. What are you talking about, lawful in your way? That's why I looked at your character sheet. You're the chaotic neutral. You're
Yeah,
not
That's why you
lawful
looked at
or
mine
good.
too.
No.
Yeah.
Remember, I said that I changed that. Remember, we had the discussion about I just didn't change on my character sheet. What?
Doesn't say it on there.
I
But
changed
you're
it after I
lawful
came
and-
back after the 2 years. We had that conversation about it. and
That's what you
everything,
were looking
remember?
for on mine.
I
It's
was,
lost
yeah.
by
That's why
alignment.
you should have updated it on there.
Well,
but either
I
way,
didn't-
it's
I
not.
don't- I didn't
Either way,
update
you're not
anything.
good. The point is, you're not good. It's got to be good with the book result. That's the main one. Lawful.
Oh no, I am good. I am lawful good.
No,
I already told you.
I know. I know you
No.
changed it from
Yeah.
I think you went. Where'd you want to go
I
to?
was chaotic neutral before, and
And
I
so-
went up to lawful good after saving.
No,
those
it's not
people.
lawful good. That's
Yeah,
a huge
'cause-
joke.
No, because I went and it was 2 years
You wouldn't
that I
be
spent.
doing
I-
this.
The thing is, I
Guys,
had this
guys,
conversation
this
with
is
No,
on
no,
a
no,
rolling
listen,
scale.
listen.
This is Carl.
I remember this
For Carl,
conversation.
this is very good.
No, I
literally
remember
had
this conversation.
conversation with him.
I do remember the
before.
conversation.
See,
but
he
I've seen-
does remember
I've
the
seen
it
Carl
wasn't.
conversation.
bad.
It wasn't lawful
He's
good.
being very good.
It was because I was previously chaotic neutral, and I said
And
that
you could,
after my
reinforce
you
deal
could
with
go
the
to
hero-
like,
neutral good, or
Alright, fine.
or chaotic
you know
good.
what, I'll just
That was
accept-
your
I'll
choice.
just
It
accept
wasn't
neutral good.
lawful
No,
good.
no,
is a
don't
huge
do that.
jump.
He's good. He's lawful. He's really good.
He's been. He actually has been
He's
pretty.
been good.
He has been.
You don't
and,
understand the
very good.
backstory about
and he
what's
did
going
save
on
a
as
bunch
well.
of people.
And
from
I actually
prison.
told him specifically that
No,
my
he's not being
alignment.
that- I've
That's
seen
why
you
he
back.
was in the. That's why he was in the.
That's why he allows
in the
it.
village.
But
Which
anyway,
is a good
I'm
thing.
gonna scoop up that short bow.
You're no longer good.
Really? From scooping up the short
Yeah,
bow?
there's not
No,
a chance.
but this is about to go real
You're
bad.
desecrating
You're
a
stealing
corpse.
First of all-
a corpse of a consecrated.
First of
like,
all,
Yeah,
Carl,
I want to use
despite
it to
all
help,
these people-
to help me help
I want to use it to
him.
help
That
me.
didn't help.
That is
That
not a
phrasing.
lawful
Yeah.
good
So,
action.
Carl, as soon as you grab,
Neutral good.
as soon as you reach towards the thing, give me a. It makes an attack roll.
That's such a cool spell.
That'd be a 20. It's plus my spell
Yeah,
casting.
proficient. Yeah.
Well, obviously over 20 is gonna hit.
Yeah, 24.
Okay, 48 piercing damage. Magic.
What the fuck, man?
He did it. He said he did it.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't mean he has to make an attack and stuff. Buddy here goes
It's
into
a
that other
trigger.
tower
Trigger
and
tower
grabs
is
into the ooze at the corpse and takes its like head off and grabs its pendant.
That wasn't in a sarcophagus, mummified, honored hero of old.
Yeah, but I mean, the
Just
honored
some
hero
guy.
would
I
mean,
want
as well,
his
Colin,
items
we
to
all
go to
have to
use.
not-
I know if I was a hero, I'd want the next generation of heroes
That wasn't
to
one of the
use
questions
my
we
items
asked him.
in
It
all
wasn't,
the
it wasn't
role-
asked.
But
It wasn't
you
asked.
don't need to ask. Not every
No,
person who
hey.
walks in is going to have
He didn't
the
put.
ability to speak.
Let's
with
be clear,
undead.
Carl. He was not the one. He was dead. He was not the one who mummified himself. Other people cast the spells. Other people.
Okay.
mummified.
So
the curse of Ramaset and all this
so
other stuff. Is
my
like a big
my
one, right?
take on it
It
it's
doesn't
just
matter.
like every role playing game we've ever played. When you hit the tome of the hero, he gives you his
No.
its in order to
He's
pick
giving
up.
us
no
the
one
book of
asked.
exalted deeds. He's
It
giving us
wasn't
a
asked.
very
He's-
good item.
He's got more items. Though,
But aside
could
from that,
help us.
before you even touch the wrappings to retrieve the items, you are bitten for.
So he's actually going to have his dog attack a party member right now. That's actually what's happening.
You
Hold
conjure
on,
a fan.
I just want to
He
confirm
was
here.
clear that he was doing it.
But
This is
the
all happening
dog
at once. I
doesn't
could do
necessarily
something.
mean he's going to
So
attack
I'm
me for
going-
going to do it. He
Carl,
just said I cast the dog.
I'm yelling
That
at
doesn't mean
you.
anything.
I'm
Hold on.
saying, don't.
When a
I'm
small or
trying to
larger
stop you. I'm
creature comes
stepping in
within
front of
30
him,
feet
saying,
without
I was
first
already
speaking the
within it.
password, without first speaking the password,
I don't
that you
think he
specify when you
controls the
cast a
dog.
spell,
No,
the hound starts
he's the
barking
guy.
loudly.
He controls it.
Right?
That is hostile.
That is
You
hostile,
would
and
have
I
to
was
determine
not
if he's
hostile to you at all.
You were given a direct.
He
So
told
wait,
you
wait, wait.
not
So
to.
you're the boss? You can.
He said,
Yeah. He said.
Don't.
Do not do this.
But-
and
And he
then
cast the dog and put
and
it
then
there.
he
Yeah.
You
openly
chose to
cast a
disobey.
spell.
So, but that's not being aggressive towards you at all. That's going.
That's
and
disobeying
trying to-
exactly what
So-
he asked you not to do.
Okay, I see
Yeah.
how it is. All right, so you can. Okay.
He said don't do it because he didn't want to.
Adam,
Haven't
I'm
done it.
throwing
We
myself
all
in
said
front of
yep.
him. We all
Arms
backs like
up, please.
this, pleading him to stop.
But see, you did the exact same thing
But-
with that tower when you went to grab the necklace from the corpse and stuff like that. We all said
Which
don't
tower?
do it.
That was
The
his
one that
head.
was-
I took his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. You
Yeah,
took
and
it.
do,
no.
do you remember what happened?
He was there by
Yes, I
himself. He was there by himself
And
in
shit
the room
hit the
alone.
fan.
You not with
Alright.
everybody.
Do you
I'm
remember
not
what
saying
happened?
don't.
It destroyed
Well,
everything.
I'm getting attacked
It
by
was-
a
it's a terrible
hound
thing that
for
I did.
48
You
piercing,
said you
even
reach
to
in
try
after-
and do it.
To be clear,
So that's not the
No,
way
no,
that
no,
I
no.
anticipate that the way a hero would act. So he's selfish then. I say to him, you're a selfish hero
it's not
who
him that
doesn't
did
want
it.
to give up these powers to help your people.
He's
You
saying he's
intend
hanging
to
his
keep
he's
these
saying
Adam,
feelings
I'm
his
for
still
yourself.
stepping in
I get
front
it,
of him
I get it.
before
So
the
I don't look at
three
you like an
Hold on,
honorable hero.
hold on.
I look at you like a selfish hero, or else you'd release it to
You're
us. to
missing
go
the
and-
story. You missed
other
the
people.
you missed the plot, Carl. Sorry,
I
because
heard
you're
the plot.
blaming the guy who's dead and not talking for a spell.
Playing a great game. Of
He was
Twister.
talking. He
He's
was
the
talking.
one. He's the one
He answered
who
5
cast the
questions.
spell.
I'm trying to
Sri
help
cast
out.
the spell.
I'm trying
But
to
before you reach, as you go to reach forward and grab the stuff, Diogenes jumps in front of you and pleads with you to stop.
Don't do this, my friend.
Don't do what? Don't
we
do
want
what?
to stay in the good books of these people.
But
We're
why?
not trying
We have
to.
an
You
ally
know
who's
as a
giving us
cleric-
a
yes.
great power.
Yes.
You know that as
Why
a
would we
cleric,
fuck
that
that up?
if you cut the wrappings on a mummy, you are desecrating the corpse.
Absolutely.
I would
it
know
will-
this.
we
I'm
are
like,
not
It's
willing-
bound-
I'm
no one's
a
cast a
300-year-old
magic
wizard. I would know.
So
Please, my friend, this will go badly. I will not stop you. You can do what
The
you will, but
power you
I
gain
implore you,
is
please,
not
my
worth
friend,
it.
this is not going to work well for us. I implore you.
All
I'm
right.
just saying,
Make your own
if you-
choice, but
if
Yeah.
you do
this,
so,
this is.
Well,
I'm
if
not
I
gonna
do
stop
so,
you.
clearly I'll get attacked by a dog
I-
and multiple
no,
other
you
people.
would know that he
So,
I'm
asked
making
you
not,
not.
Carl. I'm
Hold on,
not.
Jake,
I know.
Jake,
I
one
know.
sec.
He
So,
asked me not.
he
The
said-
boss said no.
Not the boss.
Therefore, I
said.
must
He's not
acquiesce.
No, he's not the boss
But he's the boss of the dog.
of the dog. Yes.
Yeah. So
So
not
he
doing
said
what he says
No,
to
and
the
then
dog.
openly cast a spell in front of you.
Can I
which you've
describe
seen him
something?
cast.
That's
Can I describe something?
Sure.
As he reaches towards.
But he doesn't because
He has
Well,
a
I
he's
don't
still
because
trying
Jay's
to-
in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to right now.
I'm
Jay's in front of me.
spread out,
Or,
and I'm not
Diogenes is in
antagonistic
front
at all. I'm not angry at you. I'm like urgently
I
like,
was going to cast
friend, don't do it, don't do
person.
it, buddy.
on at third level on you because you're there. You and the dog. I cast.
you can't cast whole person on the dog.
I'm not casting
Anything on the dog.
casting command.
Can't be targeted. Not affected by command.
My command's only
Really?
one target anyway.
No, it's not. You can cast.
Oh, cool.
It specifically says the dog is invisible, so you wouldn't know it was there until
Okay.
the only reason we're having this conversation is because Carl started off by saying he's reaching in and doing something.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
no,
and
I
then
was
everyone's
going to
like-
said I give a little sermon and speech about how he'd want us to have it, which
And
is
you
still
do.
the way I view it. Like,
Sure.
why wouldn't he want us to use the
But the party
tools that he
disagrees.
has in order to assist? I mean,
But
if
the
the
party
party
disagrees.
disagrees, I mean, I guess we'll
Not-
just
Not
leave
squeeze specifically.
these-
He said
Well,
don't and then cast the
So
spell.
Squee of all people definitely made sure
He
that
doesn't
he
think
Sure
the
he
same
did.
way. He doesn't
I'll
think
just
that
phrase
way.
it this way.
It's not his
We are
value.
We just
leaving
put in so
tools
much
that could-
work. Why would we fuck that up?
But why would it be fucking it up? Why wouldn't we didn't ask him the sixth question of do you want us to take
no
these
sixth
weapons
question.
with us? And we can't ask him that.
It doesn't
What
match
I'm
his
saying
values.
is a hero would want us to take these items with us so that we can accomplish our goal. He's not going to want these to just rot in this sarcophagus.
Oh, they're
with
not
them.
rotting.
You're
They're not
assuming
rotting
that's
at
how
all.
he feels.
Put it that way. He wouldn't want
Beneath
you're right,
the
we're making a bunch
wrappings,
of
which are
assumptions,
intricate,
right?
you see glints of precious metals.
I don't want that, but we wouldn't take that, right? It's
Oh
like,
no,
in,
like the armor is made of like really. This the
we
shape
take the
of it.
armor. We take the armor for
No,
sure.
it's
because
under
it
the
would help
wrappings.
us.
You have to break the
We
wrappings. to get the
desecrate
armor.
the corpse of our
Now ally.
Our
Benefactor, yeah.
Yes.
Adam, is it
Who
fair to
has
say
given us
if
a
we
book
did
that will
take
give
all
us
of
a
this stuff,
lot
we'd
of
never have
knowledge
to worry
towards
about
how
money
to
again.
end this. We do
That's
not
about the money.
desecrate his body.
But
That
when-
is an
when
Let me
offer
put it
to
this.
this.
So
The
if
Book
you're
of Exalted
truly-
Deeds is a big fucking deal.
If you were
I
actually
don't look at
lawful
it
good,
as
It'd
the
be
best
like
thing
going.
ever.
But
It'd
we
be
had
like
all
going
this
up to
stuff,
a
we'd be
king,
so
saying,
rich.
"You bestow upon
If you-
me
I mean,
all
not
of these things,
monetarily.
thank
All-
you,"
all
which they
the
did,
things,
and then saying,
Not
"But can I also
monetarily.
take your crown?"
No. I would look at it more like you're approaching a peasant.
You're thinking
a
of
This
peasant
isn't a
city.
peasant.
The grave
Well,
of
you just said
Kifkanen
king,
and
it's not
Dragonlance, who's
You're
buried the
approaching a
Elven
peasant
Kings and
city
they
who's like,
stumble upon.
hey,
You remember that?
They've taken everything from us. We need you to
It's
go and
Kifkanen,
rescue
right?
our wives and
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, I think it's
we
Kifkanen,
happen to have
yeah.
this magic sword that we're giving you so you can accomplish the goal of saving our wives and children because that is what we want you to do.
What
That's
does
the way I look at
what
it.
do you think? What does nomenclature think?
Noman does not want to desecrate the body unless absolutely
This is-
necessary. Which is
You know what?
not-
So, all right, we won't touch it, but I don't look at it like desecration. I look at it like he'd want us.
He's
to
a rogue.
As
He is a
rational
rogue. Like he's
person here.
stealing from
Why
graves is
would-
a common thing.
But
It's
it's
not
not-
stealing.
That's true.
We know
It's not a lawful good decision.
this is not. I don't look at it
That's a
that
good
way at
point.
all. I don't look
Neutral
at it.
I know you don't.
as
Because
us
you're not a
being
lawful good character.
Even as a lawful good character, let's say a
Chaotic
lord,
good at best.
Yes.
Chaotic good.
It's
Neutral
definitely-
good.
I
This
is
is
still
definitely
look at it
chaotic.
like he would want us to have it in order to assist us with our journey. Think of all the role-playing games that we've played as children.
This isn't every
When
role
we
playing game
enter
we
into
play
the
as children.
tomb,
If
they
he-
always give us
okay,
their shit.
This is
Why
not
do we
how
know-
move along.
Carl,
It's
think
almost
about it
a
this
free
way.
will.
What do we
This
know
is
about
not
this
the.
guy?
This is not the sarcophagus of Kith Kanan from Dragonlance, where he would happily bestow the tennis half
See,
his plus
see,
3
but those
longsword.
types of places exist.
But,
Okay,
but
Carl.
this is not one of
But
those
how
places.
do we know? How do we know?
We
that
You
it's
because-
don't
not
know.
one of
listen,
those
I'm
That's
not
what I
saying
mean. Any of this would happen.
We
Adam,
don't
writing
know.
over the-
We
We
do
don't
know because we asked him 5 questions, and the root of everything he was saying was, "Are you worthy to be bestowed this
Worthy.
very
Like-
specific
like
power?"
the Last
and I think
Crusade,
if you have to
yeah.
steal from his
Great movie.
desecrated
It
body,
wouldn't be
you
stealing.
are not worthy.
It wouldn't be
of
stealing.
Listen to the
that.
rogue
That's
trying to
just
rationalize how good
We
stealing
know
is.
that he's lawful.
I love
good.
it.
He
This is why I
not
play
going
D&D.
to just give
When
this
the
like
goblin
that.
is the
It's
moral
not.
compass of
Yeah,
mind.
the moral
But see,
compass.
as a lawful
We just
good, you
added
think
to
he
the moral
would
compass of the
give this
Carl,
stuff to
let-
us.
No
Take
matter
this
how much you
logic.
try and fight
Right.
it, it's
Okay.
We
just
love
Alright,
logic debates.
All right, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So, Grandma
I love it, I love
has
it.
Oh, we're
is
gonna do
buried.
another.
It is
Just
almost
listen,
11.
so Grandma's buried, and she
I
has
know,
a
I know.
really
Are you good to
expensive
11 though?
necklace,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Okay, because I was hoping to
Evil
11.
Is the
Because
cousin
we
being like,
were up for a
aha,
week.
just dig up Grandma,
Yeah,
take the
11
necklace,
is my
sell it.
cap. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm up
yeah,
at
yeah.
3:30.
Okay,
But sell for
I had it.
nefarious purposes
That-
doesn't
that's
really need
it.
money. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it,
okay,
right.
okay.
lawful good would be like, oh my gosh, Grandma's necklace is there, and she didn't want it buried with her. Oh, but it's going to cost us $10,000 to have this done legally. You know, this is what she would want. Like, she wouldn't want us to go broke.
Yeah, yeah,
Go and
I'm
get it,
going to
right?
say
yeah.
when my
That is
buddy
not lawful
died,
good.
Okay,
That is
okay.
neutral.
I'm
Chaotic.
neutral. I'm
That's
neutral
chaotic
good. I'm a
good.
neutral good
Chaotic.
character.
we went to the
But see,
Lawful good would be like, oh,
but see,
what
we're
has
not.
happened?
We're not in a
Oh, we're
separate.
going to. How
Okay.
long is it going to take to save up our funds?
So-
oh, we're
So
gonna
now you have to
take
look
it
at
out
it from the
of
perspective, because he's talking
Wilson.
about. These guys are talking about from the perspective
back in
of
the day.
the,
You get a
the
drink
guy
hockey can.
who's mummified, saying he wouldn't want
And
it. He's already
A
doing
bottle
these
was
things
put
for
in
us.
there.
So now
He
look
may
at it
not
from the
have the
perspective
same
of
moral values
grandma.
of you.
I went and saw it
Neither
twice,
my
but I
grandma.
was
So
that
you
second
look
time
at the
that bottle
perspective of
was
grandma now saying, "I'm
That's-
dead
that's
and
pretty
buried
shitty.
in
I mean,
the
shit,
ground.
yeah.
I have
I
my
mean, but
grandchildren
she's
who are
not gonna use it.
starving
It's
out
a
there.
waste.
I
It
would
is a
love
waste,
for my
right?
grandchildren to have
Cultural
my
reasons.
necklace
It
so
may
that
have
they can
so
buy bread to
have
put
some
on
ideas
the
many
on who
reasons
took it,
that
right?
you
We
have
have a
no
guardian.
comprehension of why
Pretty sure
this
his
is a
brother
bad
took
thing,
it, but
and you
either
don't
way,
know them now.
it's
What's
still
that?
great.
You,
Robin.
there may be cultural, religious, all kinds
I'm
of
just saying,
reasons
from
why
your
this
grandma
doesn't work.
analogy, there's my thing that grandma would want her starving grandchildren to have the necklace so that they don't die.
But
Put
you
an
see, you're
egg.
not her grandchildren.
Well,
You're not
Look at
his
that,
grand-
look at this
She doesn't
awesome map we've
theoretically
built. We've
get
uncovered
it.
so
He
much of
doesn't
the
it was
know
your
you.
analogy.
No, but I'm saying with those analogies, those with the difference between lawful good.
The
See, I
entire
don't
party
even think
doesn't
that.
want to touch it.
And I already
You
said
wanna
I wasn't
touch
going
it?
to. I'm just saying. Here's why I would think that it
and
would
I,
be
for building
okay.
a more
Carl,
than
I
that.
am being like I'm trying to show my kindness to you in the way I'm doing this. My character is not being hostile.
If
to you
your
in the
character
least.
is saying don't touch it because it could set something off, then that's fine. I won't touch
He's-
it.
no,
But I'm
he's
saying
like, I implore you, my
I
friend.
feel-
I implore you, my friend.
that's fine. But here's my take on it, and you guys are still saying no. I'll consider myself outvoted as far as the party goes.
Sure.
But I think we're look
Doesn't
at
mean
that
he's not going to
stuff.
turn around and go.
Look
To
at
be
this
clear,
stuff.
I haven't told
Anyway,
you not to.
It could help us.
I have not tried
and we're
to
just
stop
leaving
you
it
from
there. And now if a
They're
demon
just
comes
telling
forth,
you
or
not
those four
So,
freak that we're trying
Can
to
we
fight,
move
defeat
on
us,
for the next 15
we can
minutes
think
or so?
in the
Adam's like, oh,
of
Jesus, I've
would they
got
have
like
defeated
2 hours
us
to
if we had these
campaign.
items
It's
as
fine.
well?
It's-
That's
I
an
enjoy
important
this
distinction.
too.
Like
I
if we
enjoy this
if
too.
we
Part
are
of
no
being a
longer
DM
able to
is,
accomplish the
learning to
mission
love
that
loving
we're
the
set
chaos.
down
on
to
because we
people
don't have
too,
those
so it's
items,
changing
Well,
everything.
what?
what would
I
you
mean, it's
rather have
one
us
and a
do?
half. I came here late.
So, party comes downstairs, and they have as they come down the stairs a waft. You don't do it. Yes, you're agreeing that you've been people have voted against.
Sure,
right?
but I'm grumbling about it, stating
Sure.
what I just said
Sure.
at the table.
Of course.
As to why
Sure.
why I would want to.
You come downstairs, and even though this section of the ziggurat is above ground, the one thing you notice is, unlike the upper floor where there were windows and latches that could be opened up, and how you crawled in originally, there's nothing. Even though you'd be on ground floor, there's no window down here. There is a lingering smell of mold and decay, but like it's very dry down here. Not because of the same effect that was outside. Just age. The smell of like old garbage.
The corpse stated that the remains of those sacrificed were
Mm-hmm.
I specifically, as Noma, would like to have the book taken down. I can even cast Mage Hand. Would take the book down into the basement amidst the Death and Decay in order to do my reading in an area that will give me a supreme appreciation for what it is that we are doing and why we are going to go to the Temple of Elemental Evil specifically, as opposed to doing the ritual here. I would like a profound understanding.
Well, I don't think
I don't even have Mage Hand.
I don't think we are going to the Temple of Elemental Evil. I think it was just offered as the.
There's
alternate
two
place.
options.
We could do it.
Or
We can do it
Sure.
here,
We
but
could
we have
just
to
do it here.
sacrifice 120 people.
Which I don't
Oh, is that so?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why.
Oh,
And
I
That's
the
thought
why we're going
remains
to
of
the
the
other
last
temple.
time
Yeah,
they
yeah,
tried
yeah.
that are in the basement.
Yeah.
Which is where I'm going to go down to read this book amongst.
And in the
that.
discourse, he said you could also encounter them directly, but that would be dangerous.
which
Like,
is what we are going
you would
to
stand a much
do.
less chance, much less of a good chance encountering them
But it involves not
on this plane.
sacrificing 120 people.
By
So-
performing it at the Temple
Yes.
of Elemental Evil.
So I again,
which will restore the balance.
they
and
have
alter
done
everyone's
that
life.
before. So I am going to go down and whether and sorry to force the hand of the party here, whether the party stays or not, I plan to spend the next 80 hours in this basement,
Surrounded by the death
surrounded
caused
by
by
by the only other option
Mhm.
caused the death and decay that I am sitting with. So I want to fully understand the gravity of which I'm reading this book.
I immediately support my friend.
So as you come down,
I guess I chill. I kick out my feet and like.
We'll explore.
You,
Well,
do,
we're
you
gonna
can do
need
whatever you want.
to defend us.
Oh, great! I see what I'm good for here. Not good enough to get the boat to defend you, but good enough to just sit there and have to just do it on my own.
I am going
I
to
understand.
ask Bogfowler. I'm going to say
the whole
you
They
tell
might
me once
disagree as
It's
well.
not
before,
even looting.
and
It's not
I
even
will
looting. It's doing what
request
he
your
would
help
will
again.
us to do to ensure the success of our mission.
You have
There's a whole
earned my trust
Oh, we're
and
going
my
there for
loyalty.
80 hours.
I will
It's for
have
kill this place.
for
I'm
back.
assuming that I'm going
in
to
the
learn
future.
something about how we can.
Will you help me make
That's why I'm
another
committing to doing
simulacrum?
this right
Well,
Can
I'm
we do
attuning
that
to
here
it's
while
pretty
we're
good
waiting?
too.
now. Yes,
40
that too,
hours.
yes.
You know what? In
Yeah.
this location, you have not. There's no dust here. It's still, even in the midst of what I'm about to describe, it's still consecrated ground. There will be no undead attacks. There will be nothing. You do not see the sky anymore. Clearly, you're in the midst of the dark.
I possess my own water, my own food. In my bag of holding.
Inside
I'm
this
able
this
to
ri- this
survive.
place, liquid is accepted.
I can pee.
Finally. Three hawks out looking out of his nose. That's been bugging me for a while. You lose your cotton mouth. Your cotton mouth is gone. As you come by this first gate, this locked, ornate gate that looks into a large room, you can see the bodies of 15 people. 12 of which are children. Of those 12, 4 of them are infants. They have starved to death.
Oh, so they never completed the ritual.
The caretaker was not. He
They were
died
collecting
and
them
could
for
no
the
longer care for them.
Yeah.
For cells,
Dead
these
babies are
areas are very well appointed, as if to keep them comfortable and keep them as placated.
So
I
they're just
know.
breathing.
They wanted nothing.
They're breathing
Not
their
to get
own
too political,
replacement.
But these people are like, there's in the first one, like I said, there's 15 bodies that have clearly all starved. In fact, just for gore, one of the adults in there died as they're eating one of the bodies of the young. They were that hungry. And there is a symbol above, like, this place is denoted by its appointments and whatever, that this would be for the Earth Genasi. And if you remember on the upper floor, the statue in this section was of an Earth elemental deity equivalent to Slarash, one of the 4 statues that were in there. And this would be beneath that. And if you go back and look at the pictures, in the corners of each of the ziggurat on the upper floor, there were faces carved onto the wall. Right? And in this room, there's 15, half as many as we're needing.
So this was maybe the stockpile for them that ended up
Yeah.
not getting
Breeding
fed
them
and
to build
ended up
them
This
back
is
up.
dying. Yeah.
this is a
So
stock.
when they
This is
need
like
it the
a
next
Never hit the
but
number.
they've been treated very respectfully, and however, out of the line of sight of the gates, I'll build it out for next time. In this area, there is a long wall that have names and like built into the concrete structure, into the mortar, are skulls that are placed of people
Previous
who have died
sacrifices.
doing this ritual. As um, you'd think, probably very respectful, honorable thing, like almost like it was a privilege to be one of the people that were here. However, it is 11 o'clock in 4 minutes. I'm not going to build it out, but that's what we have down here. This place is pointed into 4 areas. This area here is where a spell would be cast that would just destroy all life in this area. That would kill all these people all at once, and as a sacrifice to them all. You don't know if the people, the bodies that are in there, were aware of what was going to happen to them. You take note that all these skulls and this epitaphs are held out of line of sight of these grates. There was obviously, there's a place where food could be prepared, but there is no food, not a scrap of food in sight. There's no water in sight. There is,
Thank goodness.
right?
Got that.
All these people all these corpses are just untreated and rotted away, right? And you see that in the 4 corners of this temple.
I will, because I have many vials of holy water.
With ceremony.
With ceremony. I will scatter holy water as I want.
We're busy with the book. You could
And
do
then-
crazy things with that alchemy set.
Yeah, no, I gotta read the
+3, man. That's
book. I
madness.
gotta read the book.
I was still that old necromancer. I could do
Madness. I had a
crazy
+2.
things.
I had a +2
True,
alchemy
you
set,
could
and
get
I
the
thought that
whole-
was incredible. +3, that's
That necromancer
madness.
was cool. I mean,
You
it's
guys
a
are
shame it
level
only
13?
lasted the one
But,
round.
I mean, it makes
14,
sense. It's
right?
just
Session.
it's so crazy valuable. It's like
Well, this is the temple of all faiths in a very old, massive desert city where there is a palace that is still unexplored.
so. I'll let Carl decide.
What?
Carl's not there. He's out exploring the palace.
I'm gonna let Carl the human being decide.
Oh.
Is it going to be Triogenes or Trucidor? I'm going for Trucidor.
No, it's got to be Triogenes.
Triogenes
No,
is the only one that makes
I like the
sense.
connection to Trucidor.
But
But there should be no connection to
Because
It should be okay.
Usador doesn't even exist.
But it appeals to me. I like
Suddenly,
it. It
an
makes me
assassin's
happy.
bullet flies through the night. Next thing you know, Tricidor has become Quasidor, Sankador.
Triogenes is like, I am Triogenes. What is this
So,
emotion,
Jay?
this feeling that I'm getting?
So you're gonna have to paint a mini,
Yeah.
and that will be your simulacrum.
Have it. He's blue. But he's very happy.
But okay, fine, that's fine. And that will signify.
He's reusing straight up the old Usador's model as.
Yeah, of course. That's the thing. Like, why not? It's a wizard. It's there.
Right? Is it? Is he actually back and played the same model?
Oh,
Oh god, no!
Oh, my God. It's just a
It's
picture.
happening.
But yeah.
He's
So
He's
yeah.
going to be best friends with you, particularly.
Oh no, he's gonna be rubbing you from behind. Did you guys see the video of the guy in Toronto who, for the kickoff of Pride, was walking around naked?
I saw it with the stiffy,
Yeah.
and the police wouldn't arrest him,
Yeah.
even though people were saying, "Why is this allowed?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I showed it to Crystal, and I'm like, just think, you could be down there at a Pride thing with a friend, and this person could be just standing behind you, like bumping into you accidentally.
And on that note,
Redtail
Redtail Rogues. Until next time, folks.
So,
Why
so
do I have this wet spot on my back?